I joined the KOC JPF5 project in September of 2023, responsible for the construction follow-up. It was the busiest time to join on the project, with procurement, logistics, transportation, and construction management, all needing to be tightly coordinated like gears. Every day was a race against the time, and the client found it almost impossible that we could complete the project in such a short period. The most memorable and important milestone for me was the lighting of the flare stack. Only when the stack was successfully lit could the client agree to supply fuel gas to start commissioning and introducing crude oil to proceed. This was a turning point for the entire project. However, the process was full of challenges. It was already early November, and the main part of the project was largely completed. We requested the fuel gas supply from client, but they viewed the newly installed flare stack as unreliable. They didn't agree to give fuel gas. It might have been easy to just give up at that point, but we were destined to defeat the impossible. We decided to take matters into our own hands and let our actions speak for themselves. We purchased the LPG cylinder by ourselves from nearby town, ready to manually supply gas to the stack and attempt to light it. To our surprise, after we fill first cylinder gas into system, we couldn't light it. The second also didn't work. We analyzed the distance is that the distance between the flare stack and the ignition panel is much more than we expected, and the piping between the two is more than tens of meters long. We finally successfully lit the flare with the third LPG cylinder. We shared the good news with our client immediately. Although the test was successful, the client still wanted to see the flare lit on the day of offshore supply. On the day, we arrived at site early. Unlike the previous test, we worked with our client together, opened the gas inlet valve, and the nitrogen used to replace the air in the pipeline first came into the plant. The concentration of fuel gas in the initial stage is not enough to meet the composition due to too much nitrogen, so we can only repeat the actions: open the pipeline to release gas and try to lit the flare. Time passed, and it was already 10 p.m. Yet it was still unlit. We decided to let our client go back to rest, but we were determined to try once more. As we prepared for the final ignition, everyone at site paused their work, anticipating this important moment. With everything checked again and the witness of everyone, I pressed the ignition button. The moment we lit the flare up, a small cluster of flames leaped from the top of the stack, dancing in the night wind. The site erupted into cheers, with all the colleagues hugging each other, and even our client, who was about to leave, rushed back to site to celebrate the moment with us. It was a chill November night, but at that moment, our hearts were filled with warmth and joy that no one felt the cold. Successful lighting of the flare stack confirmed our ability to turn the impossible into possible. Every time I see a project undertaken by Jereh rising from the ground, my heart swells with pride. I joined Jereh in 2011 and I have witnessed its growth and transformation. Over the years, Jereh has built up its strength, transforming from a lesser-known company struggling in the oil and gas field gradually, making a name for itself, completing project after project, and developing a reputation of excellent performance. Throughout this journey, we have relied on the hard work and the dedication of our colleagues, as well as our unbreakable spirit is very important, and the common belief that nothing is possible. As our business expands, Jereh will step onto a broader stage, making the beginning of our golden era.